But I'm doing an ironclad run, so let's go. Another try, make it to the first boss. Yeah, suffer as I have suffered. Well, it looks like I'm going to be taking an elite, regardless of what I do. Potentially for 2. So, let us go down the route that is going to give me the most possible question marks. Which is awkwardly this way. Because I love question marks, and I love me some treasure. Block, block, I can take 1. But I need to kill this guy fast. Vulnerable is sadly an awful, awful card, or Bash is an awful card. Without upgraded defends. But that's one of the few times I can kind of get away with it. Oh, he's gonna bring up more block. Which is going to continue to rain a problem on us. As his block in particular is particularly nightmarish. Particularly. Let's not repeat myself so I actually can sound like I know what I'm talking about. As the Ironclad, in contrast to the Silent, because I never fully did a full explanation on it, because of his self-healing, he can afford to take damage. Because there's certain matchups where he will always have some amount of protection. Or not some protection, but he will always deal... He will always be able to recover from damage eventually. I'll try an exhaust build, why not? There are some matches where you can always try and recover, in spite of everything else that occurs. However, he needs to get to the point where he can get those matchups where he will take virtually no damage to allow his fire blood or burning blood to actually take effect. And we've got the slime goop where we could sacrifice some health to gain a little gold. So let us take some gold, shall we? This is technically the same amount, but it gives me a shop instead, so I'm going to take a shop early and see what can I get. Shrug It Off is one of my useful cards. I can't get Master of Strategy, which I love. Trip sucks. Do I want 1 dexterity? 1 singular dexterity. Because that seems like it might be good. Pen Nib. The Ironclad does not usually hit enough times for Pen Nib to take effect. But Blood Vial. I think I'll take Blood Vial. It has the most innate use. Clothesline is just not good enough to fit into any deck. Without extra energy at the cost of something. I'd say now I gain more health as time goes on. Defend. Havoc. Well, I wanted to get that out of the way. So it's 1 less defend, more strikes. Not necessarily a good thing, but I can at least try and deal with it. And medium slime, dropping my damage just slightly, is not too bad. Morning, Walkalicious, and welcome to Slay the Spire. Or morning-ish for you. I, on the other hand...
Hello, Arca.
Cry havoc. As I sit here in a slight amount of pain and misery for waking up too early. Block, block, hit you. So many enemies always attacking, no room for bash. Oh hey, Waka, you and Zenos are in the same time zone. Kind of. That was a free strike, so I guess that kind of worked. Sentinel, that's new. Gain 5 block. If this card is exhausted, gain 2 energy. Reckless charge for that burst damage that I could use. But I think I'm going to take Sentinel. That seems good enough. And I get a free treasure, Pantograph, so I can really play fast and loose with my health. Woo, Europe. Wow, that actually really does suck. Could take 24 and put one at half health. Could take 14 but put one down. I think I actually just want to DPS these guys down. The sentries are okay for the silent, but they're one of the worst matchups for the ironclad. And it shows. They almost always have unavoidable damage. I can't exhaust you. And bashing you does nothing. So I guess I'll block twice and strike. And I guess we'll hope to get rid of the wounds using the exhaustion card. Oh no, they're just dazed. They're no longer wounds. Why did I think they were wounds? Well, they hit about just as much. Anyway, next turn we should be able to kill off this sentry. Which means we can hopefully make some headway into killing off the lot of these people. You die. And then we'll just start working on the next sentry. We lost a lot of health, but hopefully the relic will be worthwhile. Who knows, maybe it might actually be the shopkeeper's relic, and of course I don't have sentinel, so havoc is generally worthless. That was a free block. And I guess we'll not play this the long and slow way. I do not want to hit the Twitch emoticons. There's a lot of them that I didn't even realize that I had access to. I still need to make my emote. Or at least get someone to make it. Maybe that'll be on tomorrow.
Isn't your first one going to be bread?
Yes. My first one is in fact going to be bread. Saw the rest of the XCOM series. Kind of glad that I'm still alive even though when I got dinged a little. Yes, congratulations. You lived. Barely. A berserker spawning right next to us is quite an awful, awful, awful thing. Might as well apply a bash. Maybe we can get you over with. Just maybe. I mean, defend, bash. Can't kill you any faster. And we're at least preventing an appreciable amount of damage. Don't give me havoc. That's an improved strike. It's also an improved strike. And then sentinel. There we go. Fight's over. Victory. And we get the frozen eye. Well, I guess seeing the draws in order is not bad. I want Iron Weave, but I also want... Inflame isn't actually good enough. In long run. Seeing red helps me with the energy trouble I usually run into later in the game when it comes to powers. So that is a strictly late game card. What do I get off of this question mark? Large hole in the ground as you approach an enormous serpent creature appears. What have we got here? Hello, adventurer. I ask a simple question. The most fulfilling of lives is that which you can buy anything. Do you agree? Yes, I agree. Yes! This will all be worth it. Serpent rears its head and blasts a stream of gold upwards. It's amazing and terrifying simultaneously. You gather all the gold, thank the snake, and get going.
That image does not look terrifying at all.
Ah well. Strike. 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 And I'll be weak next turn. But that is not bad. Because next turn's probably going to be nothing but defending anyway. Having this many strikes generally bodes ill. Now that's 4 energy. Glad you're afraid. That's where I want you to be. Anyway, the weakness should go away. We should get our bash and shield soon. Gonna Havoc. It's a strike. Defend. Defend. Gonna hope for more damage, and then instead I get doubt. I bloody well doubt it. I can't even say I'm seeing red. Oh well, I should still gain 6 HP. Oh no, I should still hit neutral HP for this. We're technically gaining 1 health in total. Oh, thank goodness the weakness didn't kill me. Get the regen potion, we'll probably pop that soon. I still don't know what kind of build we're going for. Yeah, we're going for an exhaust build. We're going for an exhaust build. Exhaust builds tend to get a lot of card draw, so we'll take flex for some strength. Start of each combat, gain 1 strength? Yes, bloody well, please. So, who are we fighting? All of these little creatures, so I guess I'll drink this. I can kill one of you, I think. Because I can't block you both. But I can definitely do enough to kill you. And then instead I'll just take 6. But I'm still going to leave with positive health at the end of this. You apply weakness? Too fluffy and cuddly, apparently. Cry Havoc. And we'll just block for eternity. Ironclad is so slow to get going. Flex. Strike. 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 Delicious weapon fragments. Yeah, weapon fragments would probably be a good idea at this point. Or at least trying to make sure that I get some weapon fragments, but I guess I'm just gonna have to suffer right now. You have strengthened yourself. Congratulations, you have played yourself right into my plan. And I should be able to just waste 1 turn just armoring up. Just to get the extra health. If there was a card that allows you to heal enemies, Bite would become so much better. Well, I guess I'm sitting here gathering armor then. I'm gonna bash your freaking head in. Swear me mum. Take poison. Brutality. No. Whenever card is exhausted, gain 4 block. That's the beginnings of this strategy. Can I make it to a shop? I cannot, but I am planning on going for an elite anyway, so we might as well try. Cleric. My good friend. I'm gonna remove a defend from my deck. And I'm not going to repeat Cleric's glorious entry, because that just makes me sad. Wow, really? Fine then. I guess I'm scripted to take 5 damage regardless of what I do. Oh, I can't even see red properly. Well, flex, defend, defend, strike for 13. And then hope this strength will be able to carry us through. Hopefully he doesn't try to take more gold from me. Why not remove the curse? I'll be honest here, it's because I forgot. Feel no pain. Havoc. And strike. I'll take 3 and have my slight damage reduction. honestly because I forgot to remove the curse. I do this, I'm gonna bash your freaking head in and strike you for death. Heal back up to our maximum hematemesis, or hemokinesis. Nah. Would True Grit be a good idea? Yes, it would. It's better than block, and that can replace the block that I have lost. Spike Slime. You, in some cases, can just be considered a bigger brother to most of the stuff I'm dealing with here. So I'm just going to try to deal as much damage as possible, and then stall. Ah, you no longer do, like, what, 5 frail? Feel no pain. That will put you down to just above where I want you to be. So then I'm just going to hold you here. Ransom and captive. Okay. So we're going to definitely see red, which is going to get us 4 block. Block, block, block. Strike, which is going to interrupt you. Which completely negates everything I just did there, but eh. When have I ever done anything that would definitely qualify as sensible? 11 plus 13 is not enough to kill you, but 3 block doesn't do a lot anyway. But we might as well get started. I do not appreciate the frail. Cry Havoc. There goes True Grit, which also exiles something else from my hand. Currently, I am the most glad. I'm gonna forget the voodoo doll thing from this next boss, then keeping the curse was worth it. What is my next card? Doubt. Yeah, I'll play and exhaust it, why not? Gets me 4 armor, blocks 4 damage, sure. And there we go, we got rid of the doubting curse. Flex my muscles. Bash your head in, and block a little bit of it at least. Taking too much damage on these fights. I'm probably gonna honestly die again. What's the next card? Strike. Havoc. Into another one. Add a card to my deck. Could definitely Burning Pact. I would definitely Burning Pact, because that'll allow me to get rid of the curse and get something decent. Oh, hello. Well, you and I aren't good friends. We are definitely not good friends. I want to hold on to Seeing Red, but I don't want to give you strength, so let us just make sure everything goes according to plan. Alright, you enraging monstrosity. I'll take 14 because 5 damage will be easily outdone by his next hit. Ooh, I'll be able to block it, draw 2. What would I be drawing? Sentinel and Havoc. There is 0 reason to keep either of those. Yeah, none of these are good. Well, it gets those 2 out of the deck, so I guess I'll exhaust a defend, gain protection, and then end the turn so I can get a fresh hand to start off with. Ooh, 24 is gonna hurt. And I don't... What is my next card? Sentinel. That, my friend, is not what we like to refer to the industry as, why didn't I flex? I could have been fine. I am still fine. Because he dies at the start of his turn. Boss fight's just fine. Marbles, gold, regen, and we get a card. Feed. Non-minion enemy. I mean, hey, feed is an exhaust card. Ooh, it's just before boss fight, but I gained 25 HP anyway on a boss, so let us upgrade. What do I want to upgrade if I were to do you? 3 block and more energy. More damage, more energy, more cards. 9 block and allows me to exhaust a card that I choose. Yeah, it makes it cost 0. Gets it for 6. Doesn't reduce its energy, so it's not good enough. So I think I'm going to take True Grit and just start exiling cards in my hand. Gain 27 HP at the start of this. Apply a little bit of weakness. Feel no pain. Strike, defend, and we'll let feed pass on by. Hexaghost. You know exactly how to hurt.
Hello.
Oh god, you're here.
Well, that's a great welcome, isn't it?
It is a great welcome. Welcome, Zarok. Because it is your welcome.
I know.
Alright, let's not get hit by that again. Do I want to exhaust you for 3 energy? Answer is no, because there's no reason to.
Ah, that thing hurts.
It does. Gonna bash, strike, sentinel, and get out of here. It is not good enough. We'll have Havoc next turn, meaning I can hopefully get a card that's worth removing on the top of my deck. Indeed. Or 3 cards later. Nah. Havoc to get rid of the burn. Strike. Strike. I don't think we're going to get the Hex Ghost down before the start of its next turn. Or not before the start of its next turn. Before the start of its true insanity. We will True Grit to get rid of a defend, because we need less defense in this fight. For it to go anywhere. Hexaghost. Oh, it's always... I always get doubt when I don't have any of my exiling cards. Eh. Bash your head in, swear me mum. It's another burn. Okay. So I would draw... I wouldn't draw anything. Anything of value, at least. That's 14. I will exile another defend from my hand. I could bash you again. No, I can't even bash you again. Fine. We'll take 0. As if that's a bad thing. Gonna hit us for 30 again soon. Ouch. Emphasis on worst turn, NA. And the Ironclad is going to die, because I am bad at the Ironclad, I guess. Strength.
Seems to me you keep trying to play it as the silence. But
well, that's the way you do.
completely-
That's the way you do deck building games. That's the problem. If you
No,
don't,
that's not how you do deck building games. Each character has a deck that wraps around them. If you keep trying to use the same deck for every single one, you're guaranteed to lose.